when it's dirt to be thrown, we got plenty. That's why I am here, and I am always gonna stand up for my people. Always gonna stand up for RBN. I don't give a damn who you are or who the fuck you think you are. A lot of these people, they think that they're icons, but they would die sellouts, and that's why I am here.
Right on. Now, I don't know about the even. I've heard he said something about RBN. I don't know that part yet. So all I'm commenting on is Dr. Jill Stein and Peter Daou, because I don't know anything about the RBN stuff yet. Like I said, I'm a busy person. I don't listen to this shit, man. I don't got time for these niggas, to be quite honest with you. Like, so you get what I'm saying? So when I'm force fed it and I'm like, oh, now I see it, you get what I'm saying? But supposedly he said stuff about RBN. I don't care. This is, to me, bro, this is Urkel fucking causing a problem. I don't fucking care what Urkel's fucking has to say. But let's watch this video. And then I'll let you chime in wherever you want. I don't know, whenever you want to chime in your stuff.
Now, okay, some of my secular brothers and sisters say, well, Brother West, you're spending so much time with all of these Christians, and we're tired of hearing about all of these Christians. And I say, I spend time with anybody I want to. I just spent time with my Muslim brothers in Houston. I'm meeting with the Buddhists. I met with Mormons. I'm meeting with the secular atheists. I'm a free man. And we'll be.
I want to stop it here because this.
Now,
I couldn't decipher whether or not is he saying he was offended that the Green Party or somebody in the Green Party brought up the fact that he kept wanting to visit Christian groups, and he got offended that they brought that up, that they're saying, why are we keep going to see all these Christians when we have another contingency to go visit? And he apparently got offended by that. But I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily something to be offended by. If you're running a presidential campaign and you're trying to build a labor movement, you're trying to build some sort of movement, Rome, are you only going to go to churches?
No.
Are you going to go to churches? You get what I'm saying? Like, why would you? So, I mean, I don't want to read too much into it, but just off of what face value, what he's saying, it seems like it could be a valuable critique depending on how often you're trying to go and who else are you not going to go see. That's the other part. You get what I'm saying? Like, are you not going to go see the UAW? Are you not going in place of going to the church? You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot of legitimate questions around that, but let's continue.
Be a free man. And so when I hear all, and then it just takes off, and then people reflect on my past. Here come Peter Daou. He say X, Y, and Z. I said, no, Peter, come on, man, grow up. One of the reasons why we didn't get along is because you were telling these lies about folk who I deeply love.
What do you mean you didn't get along? What does he mean he didn't get along with him, Rome? This is the first time I'm hearing you didn't get along with him, because during the time when you were getting dragged for adding him, you were acting like everything was hunky-dory. You act like you were skipping through the park with him holding hands when we were like this, and this, and now it's coming out that you had the same critique that we had of Peter Daou, but you hired him, sir. That's the difference. You hired him. Cornel West, guy with degrees. Let's get back to what he said. I mean, it's a lot of little snippets like there he throws in. It's like, what? This goes against the original narrative that you were pushing out from your campaign.
Love, and I trusted you, and that trust was shattered and so forth. That doesn't mean he's a demon. It just mean I don't trust him. Same with Jill.
What trust was shattered? We're going to get to Jill Stein. But what trust? I mean, do you know if it's something I'm missing? Like, I know you probably watched a little more of the whole thing. Is it more that he explains about Peter Daou and the trust?
He just mad. He just hissy fitting. If I'm being honest, he's going after everybody who's. If I'm being honest, he's on his last leg on his campaign, and he's just taking shots back at everybody who took a jab at him. He's jabbing back. That's how I look at it, because he's not giving real inside details on what's actually going on in the Green Party. Why did he actually leave? You know, what was said in between time, right? It's just hissy fits all over, you know, and it's he's trying his best not to hold himself accountable, right? Mm. This is all this is. He's trying his best to look at him, Jill, Bill, Nick, DJ, them. Don't look at me. You know, I did praise a Nazi, and my post is still up. I have been educated on this man, his past, his teachings. Why is it still up, Dr. Cornel West? Doctor, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that fucking smart, but I know not to praise a motherfucking Nazi. You know what I'm saying? I know history enough to be like, okay, well, this ideology mean this, and you know what I'm saying? I should, dude, come on, man. Like, he said he's a free man, but how true is that statement, bro? How true is that statement when every time we look at Dr. Cornel West, he's on the establishment. He's in the establishment, and he's walking the party lines, he's talking their fucking words. So how free is Dr. Cornel West when he just voted for Joe Biden? He told everybody he went hard against Barack Obama. He educated me against the things that Barack Obama was doing. And then you go and vote for his VP? How free are you? If you are toting the same lines that the mainstream media is, you know, and this is the problem I have with old black revolutionaries. They're not dead yet. And it makes me look at you with a side eye, because how free and how revolutionary are you? Because all of my fucking revolutionary leaders are dead now. You know, we got Malcolm, you know, Martin, Hampton, dead, gone. Because they was leading real liberation movements. Where's yours? All right.
He wrote Race Matters. He wrote a book.
Okay. Okay.
Groundbreaking. Let's play. I want to rewind a little bit and let it play, because I got to hear what he says here about people.
Man broke up. One of the reasons why we didn't get along is because you were telling these lies about folk who I deeply love, and I trusted you, and that trust was shattered and so forth. That doesn't mean he's a demon. It just mean I don't trust him. Same with Jill Stein. She became untrustworthy. She had arrogant attitudes towards folk who I'm concerned about.
She had arrogant attitudes about folks he's concerned about.
Can we say what's going on, or
what
that shouldn't be?
You gonna be breaking news to me, because I don't even know what you're talking about, sir.
He's talking about his wife. They don't want his wife being in control of certain things in the campaign, which is
I had no idea.
It makes sense, right? It makes sense, because a lot of people have that same problem with Bernie Sanders. Keep your family and your business separate. This is what they is basically telling him. We don't see Dr. Jill fucking husband or boyfriend, whatever she has right now, all up in the goddamn camera in the background, handling financials. No disrespect to Mrs. West, but it makes sense. You keep your family and your business separate. You don't want them, because you're going to run for the leader of the free world. You have to understand that you are putting yourself in danger, and you are putting your family in danger. And do you want your wife to be on front line with you? This is more of a warning than anything. And yes, I love my woman, but I would never put her front line of the care party. Come on now.
Out of here. That's brand new news. That's news to me. So good that you're here, because like I said, I don't know all the details of the background story. I know the detail of this damn stream and this freaking clip that I have right here, but good that you're here to fill in the details, Rom. All right, let's play some more.
So I couldn't work with him in that context. That's just a human thing. I ain't out to demonize nobody. I don't want to act as if they're the devil, but they're untrustworthy, and that's the reason why I don't follow through. And so when I hear...
So this is the reason why he don't follow through, because he found some untrustworthy people. So this is how he explains away his otherwise schizophrenic decision making. This is how he explains it to other people. Anybody looking on the outside, it looks very schizophrenic. He admittedly says, yeah, he admittedly, I forget the phrasing, but I'm gonna paraphrase it. It's something to the effect of, yes, if you look at my history, it does seem kind of up and down, but every moment captures its own moment, something like that. That's why you can't look at it together. Don't look at my life together. Look at my 20s together, look at my 30s separately, then my 40s. That's what he's basically saying here. But this is how he explains away his seemingly schizophrenic decision making. Is that he ran into some people he didn't like. You mean like life, nigga? Like life.
And you know what? It be these people who tell us, "Oh, you're not going to get the perfect politician. You're not going to get you're not going to get the perfect cabinet." How about that? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to work with the people that you have, who want the same goals but have different routes of getting there. Maybe if we came up with some type of plan, we can all meet each other at the finish line. But he wanted his way or the highway. You know. Yeah. This is what he's telling us. Oh, well, y'all not gonna give it to me. I'm gonna leave MPP. I leave Green Party. Nigga, it's starting to look like you're the motherfucking problem after a minute. All these.
That's the common denominator. Is the common denominator in leaving and selecting, like, because that's problem number one. Selecting the Green Party, having to leave the Green Party. I'm sorry, selecting the People's Party, having to leave the People's Party with your tail between your legs to go to the Green Party. Now you're on some whatever party he's on right now. But let's listen to some more of this, Ron.
Hear all these little buzzers on what they're saying. I say, oh my God, it's almost like they're addicted to this stuff. Why don't you spend time trying to make sure that these brothers are out of jail? I mean, all these black revolutionary folk on the radio, it look like so many of them are on Jimmy Dore's plantation, but we won't get into all of that right now. I say, why don't you spend time making sure
this is CRA tactics, bro.
We've been trying to do.
Look. This is why niggas say that you are an op. This is the same CIA tactics that they use against black groups, black activists. Oh, you up under this white man. This white man gave you money for that and blah, blah. Man, Jimmy Dore haven't been on fucking RBN in months.
Think about who he's erasing. Think about when people
all the work that we have done, bro. All the fucking work through just a small amount of time that we have had in RBN. All the work that we have done all across this nation, they erase it. They erase it because they want to make us look as bad as possible. These are CIA tactics that they use against black groups. And I'm pretty sure he knows this, doctor. I'm pretty sure you know this.
And who else? And this is another thing. Now we're on talking about erasing, because this is an accusation that a person like Cornel West would launch against somebody else. If they say, yeah, Bernie bros are just a bunch of white suburbanites, and Cornel West will be the first one to raise his hand. No, he's not. No, it's not that. Why are you erasing a black radical like me, Dr. Cornel West? That's exactly what you would say, Dr. Cornel West. So why are you doing that to Margaret Kimberly and Ajamu Baraka? Why are you erasing them by saying they're on the Jimmy Dore plantation? You, sir, are erasing black radicals, sir. You
That's
fall
what
back into
black
your
liberals have to
liberal
do.
ways. You fall back into your liberal ways when you get cornered, because you just erased Margaret Kimberly. She's the guest we've had on this network most than anyone else, sir.
Way more than Jimmy Dore.
Ajamu Baraka was just on the show, on the network last week.
Why they don't align us with them?
Because you know why? When they were here, they had critiques for him.
Oh yeah.
That's why he magically doesn't remember Ajamu Baraka and Margaret Kimberly, because when they were both here, they both had critiques for him. Pretty sad, but let's continue with the video.
Do for 35, 40 years, where's your work? Where's your sacrifice? Where's your reflection? What kind of hits are you taking? What kind of burdens are you bearing? Or what are you doing? Are you just playing a game? Well, you see, that's just sad, man. It's a sad thing. That doesn't mean that they're demons. It just means that I just hope and wish that they reach a point in their lives where they get beyond the little pettiness and actually become
the little pettiness. The guy with the Harvard degree went on Tim Black. You talking about the petty nigga of all petty niggas in independent media, the Medea of independent media, otherwise known as Tim Black. You called that Negro up, and you have the audacity to talk about some pettiness, sir. Have a Coke and a smile and have a seat, Negro.
Oh my God, dog. I love this shit. You know he was hurt, but there was nothing else he can do but be hurt, because the truth is out there and we're not falling for that shit no more, bro. You can't just say shit and we're gonna agree with you now. This generation is way different. You know, we didn't have to wait on the newspapers, wait on what MSNBC, Fox News had to say. It's right then and there. When it happens, it's reported right then and there. We have all the information, and you can't lie to us anymore. We're going to educate our base. We're going to educate our followers. If we wasn't, that would be a disservice to the people. It would have been a disservice to the people if RBN would have never said anything about you praising a Nazi and comparing them to freedom fighters.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
That's fucked up.
And that's what this is all about. You know that? I'm glad you said that, because I just forgot. This is what this is all come from. Like, why do I put out a video about you and your clown being a certified clown because of you calling grouping Nazis with radicals? Your response is to go after everybody else about your campaign. So just like you were saying, Rome, like he just came in hot, was like, fuck this shit. I've been mad and holding this shit in for a while. I'm about to tear everybody down. I've been holding this shit in for a while. I'm mad.
It's
like Drake. I'm mad.
It's a fit. Because what else? Okay, and where do you go from here? Is my question. Because you didn't turn down the Green Party, you done went after independent media. Tim Black can't carry your shit himself. So where do you go from here? You know what I'm saying? It's hilarious, but it's sad at the same time, because I wish Dr. West was just a little bit more educated on foreign policy. I wish he was a little bit stronger when it comes to being a Black radical, because like I said earlier in the show, there's a reason why he is still alive. And being a Black public figure, we don't live that damn long, especially when you have millions of ears on you. Sometimes niggas is just control opposition, you know? And this is the feeling that I am getting, because I have to read books and look up, old videos of my leaders. They're not here anymore. They're not here because they actually led liberation movements, and he have the nerve to speak on, oh, niggas think they revolutionary. He didn't say niggas, but that's what he was doing. If that's how you feeling, you have lived 2 lifetimes of mine. You know what I'm saying? You have more than enough time to liberate your people. You have more than enough time to build your own party. You wouldn't have to go to MPP, Green Party, Independent. You would have had your own party of radical Blacks, Dr. West. So you're lacking. We're just getting started. And I'm sorry, but I have no remorse for these old niggas who's been here for fucking decades, and all they have to show for the work is fucking books and marches. That don't do nothing but help you and your image, my nigga. We out here underground. JB got dialysis probably tomorrow. He was just feeding people yesterday and the week before. I'm steady doing this, working my ass off, building these houses around fucking Detroit for a little bit of nothing. Still have to take care of my house, build a library, go to the garden, take care of that, feed my motherfucking people, and still make time. We're gonna, like, I'm telling you, these people, you don't want to go there. But because by the time I am your age, I guarantee I will have way more up under my motherfucking belt. I guarantee that. I put that on my grandma. I will have way more up under my belt. So if you want to talk about being revolutionary, yeah, you don't want to take it there. You don't even want to tell people to arm up against. Come on, man. You can't even call fucking Joe Biden a fucking fascist. You want to talk about revolutionary, man? Get the fuck. Let me get some more water.
Yeah, do you? All right. I'll play some more of the video real quick. Oh, did I hit play? Oh, sorry.
Substantive, genuine revolutionaries loving the people, focusing on the people in such a way that they are the fundamental focus of your work, not these little buzzes that go around and around. It's all about market. It's all about money. It's all about Tucker Carlson got 200 million, so he's the big man. No, Tucker is still a white supremacist who conforms to.
Wait, what is Tucker? Is Tucker supposed to be? Is he changing subjects, or is Tucker
I told you before,
Stein and like who is Tucker? Who is that going after?
He's just going down the line, nigga. He's just going down the line. There's no substance to this. He's just going down the line. He's a jazz man, remember?
This nigga has a degree. This nigga has degrees, see, sir? This nigga has degrees. I don't mean the kind you roll under your arm either, nigga. This nigga has degrees, G. I guess.
The neo-fascist sensibilities. I don't care how many he has on his podcast. But if it's just about size, and here Paul Street, who I have such great respect for, he made the point with tremendous power. He said, I thought independent media was going to be independent. No, independent media too often, there's some good ones, but too often, they just trying to make money too. And they going with the big money, they going with the.
What does that mean? Independent media is trying to make money so they can stay independent.
Yes.
So I don't understand what he.
I kind of feel him on this because he might be talking about like some breaking points type of shit, you know. Because
I know. I don't feel like he's talking about us.
I can halfway agree with him on that, but at the same time, we have to make money. How else will we be able to do what the fuck that we do, you know, or for the equipment?
Right. It's a lazy analysis by him because if you're saying that simply trying to make money as an independent entity, that makes you bad. You got to have more analysis here, sir, doctor, guy with degrees.
This the same nigga that took money from a fucking billionaire.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. The guy who collects Hitler memorabilia. Another Nazi. We should have knew it then. Look at that, bro. Another Nazi lover over there. Another, what's the name? I'm sure somebody in the chat. What's the name? The guy who donated to his campaign. And let's see in the chat.
People had to bag that nigga to get that money back.
Yeah. Marlo or something like that. Let me see. Hold on. Somebody in the chat.
Holy shit.
Says it not so far. If somebody says it, I'll put it up there. But let's get back to the video here. Almost about halfway done.
The big markets, they going with those who have the most eyeballs. Where's the integrity? And then you're going to attack other people's integrity. Please, it's a sad situation. So I said, let me talk to my brother Tim, just to be able to reflect on this thing. Because I do stand corrected if I'm wrong. I acknowledge that. But I can tell you one thing too, that's when folks start coming at your loved ones, I get very upset.
Now, let's talk about this because I'm the same way. I don't play people coming after loved ones. I showed a tweet from his wife and I read it. I didn't comment on her, so I don't believe he's talking about me. I believe he's talking about somebody else or some other entity. Because understand, there was a lot of people he was upset with at this time, not just RBN. Black Power Media had said gave him a critique, and he was mad. Like all of this happened right before this stream. So that particular part, I don't know if you feel like that's us, but I don't feel like that's part is particular.
I think just like how they jammed us and Jimmy Dore in together, they jamming us and Black Power Media in, so he can just get it all over because niggas got the same critiques. We have the same critiques, and whether you look at it, I'm pretty sure he throwing some elbows, and believe it or not, man, he did come after you.
He did come back to me?
Yeah.
Let me see it then. I haven't seen. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I've only maybe watched a little more, another 30 seconds of this, and then that was it for me.
Let me talk to my brother Tim, just to be able to reflect on this thing, because I do stand corrected if I'm wrong. I acknowledge that, but I can tell you.
Hold on.
Coming at you.
I just heard this. I stand corrected if I'm wrong. What are you talking about? When you stood up for a Nazi, when you gave praise to a Nazi, or because what was you wrong on?
You know what he does is he does these blanket apologies so that he can say he apologized. He does these blankets, and I hate this. It's there's a lot of this sort of blanket apology that goes in Black boomer churches. They do this. I'm just being honest with you. My mom does it a lot. A lot of her friends does it a lot. It's just, honey, if I hurt you in any way, I apologize. Do you know what you exactly did? No, but if I did, it's just kind of a blanket.
I don't care about
apology. Yeah, so maybe I don't know. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that was it, but let's listen some more.
At your loved ones, I get very upset.
Oh, so that's the part I was on. Like if somebody went after his loved one, I don't know what he means go after. I don't think me reading her tweet means going after him. I'm starting to believe, because it might be ringing true to how you said, how the Greens didn't want his wife to be so involved or something like that. Is that were you speaking to that? So maybe that's what he means by going after his loved ones. I'm just trying to grasp. Let's see.
Very upset. The gangster in me is forever fighting the best in me, which is trying to stay in contact with.
Okay. Come on, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm too high for this shit.
He needs to stop using this. He needs to stop using this gangster in me. Cornel West, you don't have to project this pseudo gangster in order to just say I'm highly upset. I'm very upset. You don't got to create an alter ego to prove a point that when I'm really upset, I convert to some sort of, gangster Voltron or some shit like that. You don't need to say that. You don't need to keep doing this. You don't need to play this, I got a gangster side. You do not, sir.
I ain't never met a gangster that voted for Joe Biden. I never met
and gangster where? In the powder room?
With the humanity of other people, so I can love my crooked neighbor with my crooked heart, and whatever deeds they perform, that deed does not fully exhaust their humanity. They can be different, they can change, they can go another way. And that's just my way of being in the world. I'm not giving that up at all. In fact, some people saying, "Oh, Brother West, you ought to delete your tweet because you're losing votes. You ought to." Hey, I'm not that kind of brother.
I'm not the kind of brother that learns the lesson and corrects.
I'm not going to listen to my voters. And this is where you are at. Oh, you don't listen to your voters. You don't listen to the people that support you. We told you not to leave the Green Party. You left the Green Party because it was your way or the highway. Now niggas can't even vote for you. The motherfuckers who want to vote for you don't even have.
No. He is such a buffoon. He's the dumbest, smartest person I know. You're such a fucking buffoon.
Not at all. Hold on. My moral witness don't.
I'm sorry.
It's ridiculous to have degrees like this and really be this out of it. It's really
Why wouldn't you delete your tweet praising a motherfucking Nazi, bro? He would do it if it was a gang member. He would do it if it was a this or a that, or if it was a Russian puppet or whatever the fuck it may be. But actual Nazi, this is all we are asking is delete a tweet. We're not asking you to arm up, put a vest on, go kill somebody, Dr. Cornel West. We're not asking you to get on the streets with us. You know? We're just asking you to delete a tweet, and you can't even do that for the people. Well, damn.
Arrogant, just arrogant. But Nick is here. What's up, Nick?
Yo, what's popping? I had to jump on today, man. Y'all popping off. I can't put my camera on. I don't have good lighting.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, I don't have good lighting where I'm at. So that's why.
As long as you're here.
And I don't want to get on camera. You know what I mean? But I decided to get on stream because I didn't watch the video because I was like, bro, this shit's hilarious. I was like behind on all of this. I expected some sort of reaction to our criticism because I think mine was quite scathing. When you had multiple RBN members who ratioed you had to respond, right? I didn't expect the response to be this sad. You know what I mean? I tell you guys, feel good to have the dumbest critics because my critique of Dr. Cornel West was pretty damn scathing. He's weak on white supremacy, and we called him out for being weak on white supremacy. He said, and this is what got me on stream, that we on the Jimmy Dore plantation.
That's fucked up.
Sir, you voted for Jim Crow Joe. You know the guy who's committing a genocide right now? The guy who committed a genocide right now, you voted for him, sir. Dr. Cornel West, you are on the Jim Crow Joe plantation. You voted for the guy who committed genocide. You want to tie us to Jimmy Dore? You praised Ronald Reagan as a freedom fighter, sir.
What?
Yes.
Did y'all pull up the tweet? Y'all pull up the tweet?
Yes, bro. This is like 11 years ago.
You don't want to have this rap battle, my friend. I swear to God, I didn't want to make a diss track. We just had to get you because you said something stupid. You don't want to have this diss battle with me, sir. You praise Ronald Reagan as a freedom fighter. You praise a unhinged Nazi who said he wanted to deport and kill Muslims in Russia as your brother, but you want to smear us at Jimmy Dore light. Even if that's true, that's better than being a Biden sycophant like you are, sir. Like praising out Navalny like you did, sir. Like calling Ronald Reagan a freedom fighter like you did, sir. And how old are you? What he's like in 60, 70? I made my mistakes. I voted for Obama. I did that when I was in my 20s, sir. You 60 years old talking about Ronald Reagan, a freedom fighter. How old are you? You got access to the same information we do, sir. You said Ronald Reagan, a freedom fighter. You said that in 2011. I was 23 years old. I wasn't dumb enough to say something stupid like that, but you said it. I wasn't 30 years old, but I was smart enough to realize that if I vote for Jim Crow Joe, it would enable the military to turn me up, boy. But you didn't, sir. He wasn't smart enough to realize that Joe Biden, by voting for him, would enable a genocide. I saw this shit coming a long time, sir. You got degrees. You can't see what the average working class people see, and it kills you. You lack curiosity. You don't even. It took me all but 30 minutes to an hour to know who Navalny is. You think you calling out the military industrial complex, but you repeating CIA talking points. You are weak on the CIA, sir. You are weak on the CIA. You are weak on white supremacy. As you call Jimmy Dore Trump, or you praise someone who's worse than Donald Trump. Donald Trump said he wanted to deport some Muslims. Navalny said he wanted to deport all Muslims. Meanwhile, you hate Trump, but you call him Brother Navalny. So you got contradictions that we called out that you can't handle because you have an ego. But let's continue. I tried to say I'm going to be chilling here. There's going to be a lot of saying. You're weak on supremacy. You're weak on Nazism, even though you think you're not. You're weak I had showed no quarter to white supremacists. You wouldn't catch me dead praising Joe Biden. You wouldn't catch me dead praising Navalny. That's what you did, sir. And you're upset because we are holding you accountable like you said you wanted us to. When you first came on our show, you said you wanted us to hold us accountable. And then we start holding you accountable. Now so you crying to Tim Black like a fucking bitch. Like a little You said on our show, fam, and everyone in the chat, you guys can confirm, you guys all saw the episode. He said he wants to go on RBN, he wants us to hold him accountable. And then the second we held him accountable, he started crying.
Sir.
No, all of a sudden, he don't want to go on the show no more. All of a sudden, he running Tim Black like a little Karen. He just said he wants to hold us accountable. He didn't really mean it. When he really wanted, he wanted us to turn to a media arm to him. He wanted us to be loyal to him. And that is not what's going to happen, sir. We are not part of the sellout bourgeoisie like you. You're willing to be weak on white supremacy and Nazism in order to fit in with liberals that already hate your black ass. That's pathetic. The same Zionists that kicked your black ass out of Harvard, you trying to appease with a Navalny tweet. Sellout. That's sad. That's sad. You don't want our praise. You don't give a fuck about us. You want the liberals to like you. Well, you want the Biden voters to like you. So you praise Navalny, a fucking Nazi. You're willing to be weak on Nazis and white supremacy in order to please who? You weak motherfucker. That's what you did.
That's why he wouldn't. That's why he wouldn't hold Joe Biden accountable. It was so hard for him to spit it out. Why is it so hard for you to say Joe Biden is a fucking fascist? It took months for him to say that shit.
Facts. All right, let's get back to the video. And Nick, actually, let me just make this point. It's so weird. You may have heard this part right when you got on. It's so weird that he has this Nazi tweet, and then he had a donor, and that donor, Harlan Crow is his name. Now I looked it up. Remember him? It was a big deal because he was a donor who collected Hitler memorabilia. How is this the second time you're involved with somebody who's very interested in Nazism, and you are supposedly this person who's against white supremacy? Just weird. That's bizarre. But let's continue.
Does not fully exhaust their humanity. They can be different. They can change. They can go another way. And that's just my way of being in the world. I'm not giving that up at all. In fact, some people saying, "Oh, Brother West, you ought to delete your tweet because you're losing votes. You ought to." Hey, I'm not that kind of brother. Not at all. If you don't like my moral witness, don't vote for me. You can vote for Jill Stein. I don't vote for Jill Stein. I've lost faith in her. I've lost any kind of trustworthiness in her, but she can run. She got good position. But I don't have that kind of deep respect I used to have. I had a chance. If I knew her then, I wouldn't have voted for her.
Wow. What could be so egregious that now, if you knew this new information you have in 2024, if you knew that back in, 2016, 12, whatever she ran, you would not have voted for her? That is
how about a three strikes bill?
Ronald Reagan's a freedom fighter, but RBN and Jill Stein are grifters. But Ronald Reagan's a freedom fighter, though.